Hey there, Scorpio, and welcome to this reading of yours for September 2021. This is for the week of the 20th. I'm just fuddling over my words, so let's just dive in with the pop out. So let's see what we got here, Scorpio. We got the Groundhog Spirit saying, time to let go. Pisces just had a really similar reading to this. You may want to go check that out. That was an interesting reading, to say the least, how that all panned out. But thank you for being here, Scorpio. Time to let go of something. Time to let go of something. Maybe it's your anger. Maybe it's fear. Maybe it's comparisons to other people. Maybe it's time to let go of a person. We got a pop out for you. That's a 3 of Cups. Maybe it is let go of a person. I said that came rolling out as I was saying that. But yeah, just time to let go of something here, Scorpio. We'll see how the reading pans out here as we go about. But if you're new to the channel, thank you so much for coming here to visit. If you're old hat to the channel, thank you for returning. But if you are new to the channel, I do a spread here of past, present, future, and an outcome. You're going to want to stick around, though, because I'm going to do clarifiers for all those cards, and we're also going to do a Moonology card to tie everything off. I'm struggling mightily to talk today. I'm so sorry. This may be a little longer reading because of that. But we got the 3 of Cups here in your past position, so maybe just a bunch of celebrations and good times have been rolling here recently in your past. Or it could be just a lot of people coming together here recently or past. Maybe just a kind of a situation where we're talking about time to let go. It's maybe time to let go of those people who maybe you had good times with because they just aren't those kind of people you want to be around anymore. Or, in some cases, like for instance, I had a lot of high school friends I stuck around with for a long time after we got out of high school and we stayed together and stuff. But eventually I realized they weren't growing up. Like, despite kind of how all of our lives were moving along and, kind of growing up as adulthood will do to you, I found they didn't grow up with me, right? Like, I felt like I kind of matured and realized kind of how the world was, but they, or at least opened my eyes a little bit to it, and they just were content to kind of keep their heads on the ground, right? They were just like, no, this is how I want to stay, and this is fine. And it's like, but there is more out there. There is, there's a lot more out there than just what we're doing here. Like, we can do other stuff too. But they really just kind of want to say, like, we just kind of want to play the hits, relive the glory days, that kind of stuff. So that's possible. What's been happening in your past is just those kind of past people are kind of still lingering around here. In your present, we got the Magician, so manifestation here for you. In your present, possibly that's, I'm seeing this as you. You're trying to manifest something, whatever this could be. I'm not sure. Hopefully something good. Hopefully you're manifesting something good. I would imagine you are, but that's awesome with the Magician. Manifestation is generally something I find a lot of people think manifestation is just thoughts and prayers, right? It's just saying being in a healthy mindset and being in a positive mindset and just kind of hoping things will work out. And while that mindset stuff is great and it's awesome, that is part of it. You need to actually get out there and put yourself in those positions. You need to take action and go here, right? You need to, not only be sitting there being like, okay, I'm in a good mind, but I also need to go out and take action. I need to, start furthering my goals, start trying to aim to go for the distance, go for my dreams, go for my passions, go for my desires, really go after that stuff in my life. And I feel like with the Magician you are here, right? It seems like we're kind of moving away from just the celebrations and keeping kind of the status quo and, what's worked before. Let's manifest something new here. So I'm digging that. Scorpio, have I been calling you something else? Because I feel like I've been calling you something else through this reading. Hopefully I haven't, but I apologize if I have. We're going on to Pisces in the moon. So if you're new to tarot, all of the zodiac signs have a major arcana card that represents them in the deck. And this is Pisces card, the moon. The moon is a card of mysteries, really. Like, it can be a very mysterious card, kind of like the unknown, not knowing what's ahead here. As you can see, the path kind of leads off into the distance. I'm not really sure where that leads off to, right? But the thing with the moon is it's about walking your own path, right? You may not know where it leads ultimately here, but you are walking the path your own. And you have to walk your own path. You can't walk, you can't you know, try to force your path to become the same path as someone else's, right? You have to kind of move on your own, right? And if there's other people who are in your life and walking that path with you, sort of, so to speak, not necessarily they're on that path, but they're walking their path alongside your path, sometimes that's a good thing. But sometimes people fall off and they, like, you know, their path just curves off and it's like, oh, they're going a different direction, right? They're going somewhere else. And that's kind of what I'm seeing here. And it's like, you need to walk your own path regardless of whether, you know, friends that you had in the past or people or just whoever you had in the past have been kind of taking their own route, right? They're going their own way. And, you know, that's just the way it is, right? They're taking a hard left, you're still going straight, right? Like, that's what it is. But to them, it looks like you took like a hard right or something, right? Like they, you know, you went a different way than they did. So you need to just kind of walk your own path here. With the moon, it is Pisces card too. So this might be a Pisces you're walking away from here. Or you might have Pisces in your chart. Either way, let me know down below. And again, you might want to check out that Pisces reading as they've popped up in your reading now. So maybe you want to go back and give theirs a check after this one. In your outcome position is the Two of Swords. Get out of your comfort zone is really what the Two of Swords says, right? This person that's sitting here blindfolded, not looking at the new lands behind them, not looking at those new opportunities, those new adventures, those kind of things in their life, and they're sitting on this awkward stone slab here with these two swords crossed, like, get away from me. Like, I don't want anything new. I don't want any new experiences. Get that stuff away, right? They're kind of warding people off and warding things back here. And it's like, just saying, like, you got to go to those new lands. They're right there. It's just a matter of, are you going to do it? Like, are you going to get up and go after that stuff? Or are you going to just sit there and stay in your comfort zone, right? Are you going to stay back here? Or are you going to start moving on? Like, what's it going to be for you, Scorpio? And notice here, there's the moon in the background as well. It's not a full moon or anything, but it is a crescent moon, which is sort of what we got going on here as well. So again, like, you just got to walk your own path, right? And if you're staying in your comfort zone, well, you're not walking at all. You're just sitting, right? So let's see what we got for clarifiers for you here, Scorpio. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you making it this far with me. If you want to stick around to the end of the video, I got some moonology. I got some. It might be some. Who knows? We might get two pop out. But we do have a moonology card coming for you to tie everything together at the end of the video. So thank you so much for being here, Scorpio. And let's see what we got for you here. All right. So clarifying the Three of Cups is the Five of Wands. Just a lot of conflict here. Like I was saying, maybe just a conflict of, it might just be a conflict of interest or conflict of taste or conflict of, personalities and growth and things like that. Like I mentioned at the start like I mentioned at the start of the video, you might just need to let go of somebody here because you've outgrown them, right? You've gone down two different roads here, and it's just like, well, you're going that way, I'm going this way. That's just is how it is, right? No need to make it more than that, right? You don't need to turn this into like a fight, right? You don't need to turn it into that. It's just, well, we're just different people here. And sometimes that happens. Like I mentioned friends a few times now, but that can happen in relationships as well. When I was younger, I liked this girl and she liked me and things seemed like they were really nice. But then as she got to know me, she realized I wasn't the kind of person she wanted. And it's really awkward, right? Because she didn't know how to say like, oh, well, I kind of like, you're not who I thought you were, or, something like that. Like she didn't know how to explain herself and it ended up being a big mess. And like, I feel like you can avoid a conflict here by just being like, hey, we're just two different people now. Or just, this is, we've just grown apart or we've grown in different directions or we're going down different paths, right? And if it's just, you and that person accept this or those people just accept that, then that, that's better than turn it into like a big nasty thing. Clarifying the Magician is the Queen of Swords, and she's all about matter-of-factness, right? She's all about the truth, being honest with each other. So if you want to manifest your new path, you got to be honest with yourself. Is this what you really want? Do you want this? You want to get out of your comfort zone? Is that what you really want? Or you want to stay around here kind of doing what you've always been doing, right? And the Queen of Swords knows the answer. And if you're honest with her and tell her the truth, she's going to be welcoming to you. But if you're not, she's going to cut you with that sword. So I just feel like you just need to be honest. No matter what the overall vibe of this situation is, like whatever it is, you just need to be truthful. Is this where you want to be? Is these people who you want to be with? Is this what you want to be doing? Like, what is the answer for you, Scorpio, right? Clarifying the moon is the Ten of Swords. So just a quick ending here. You know, I feel like once that's all out in the air, once the truth and being honest with each other is all out there, it's just going to come to a quick end, and you're going to be just along your path and just keep moving here, right? This looks bad, you know, 10 swords into this person. Maybe someone's going to feel like that, you know, whether that's you or whoever else in this situation is going to feel like, oh, I've been murdered 10 times over here by this person. Like, this is such a betrayal or something. But take solace in the fact that when the Ten of Swords comes up, while it may mean you're being brought to a low point, it means you're also can only go up from here. Right? So even if, you know, this person feels like this is a betrayal or something, you know, they're only going to go up from here. They're only going to improve. Or if this is for you as well, if you feel that way in the future, that this is such a betrayal that, you know, they want to separate from me or something, then that just take heart that this is going to ultimately lead to you trending upwards in the end, right? It may not feel that way, and trust me, it won't feel that way, but you are going to be trending upwards. And to clarify the Two of Swords, we got the High Priestess. Trust your intuition, right? Trust your intuition, trust the truth. You know what you want here. You know what you want here, Scorpio. Like, you trust your gut. Like, are you going to be sitting there being like, oh, I just love my comfort zone, but, you know, and deep down your gut, you're like, something's not right. Something's missing, right? Like, maybe you feel that way. And it's time for you to, that means it's time for you to get up and go. It means this isn't the right place for you to be anymore, right? You're like, something's off. I really wish we were doing this, right? Because, you know, sometimes as friends and relationships and stuff, we get into a holding pattern where we're just kind of doing the same thing over and over again. And it's like, I'd really like to spice it up, but like other people are like, well, we're not gonna, because this always worked before. And it's like, well, maybe I better get out of this then, right? We've also got the initials J and B here. Might mean something to you. If it does, let me know down in the comments below. Always like to hear about stuff like that. So we're going to tie everything off here with a Moonology card. Thank you so much for making it this far, Scorpio. I appreciate it so much. I hope this has been helping you out. I hope this has been resonating with you, at least opening your eyes to some different options, or hopefully clicking with you here, Scorpio. But without further ado, let's see what we got for you, huh? All right. So for you, your Moonology card is Full Moon in Aquarius. Show the world the real you. And what more can you say about that? Can't make this stuff up. You can't do it, Scorpio. Show the world the real you. Like, just do it. Like, what is the real you? Is the real you in the comfort zone, or is the real you out there adventuring and experiencing new things? Like, we talked about your path here with the moon, right? What is your real path? What is it for you here, Scorpio? Like, you're manifesting it, whatever your real path is, but you need to show the world that this is me. Like, you know, and sometimes that's not pretty, and sometimes people don't like it, but it's better to be true to yourself and be honest and walk your own path than to sit here pretending that you're something you're not. So that's what I got for you this week, Scorpio. Thank you so much for being here. I hope this has been helping you out. Remember, if you want to help out the channel, you can leave a like down below, hit that thumbs up. You can subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. You can, of course, share this video and check out your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign videos after this one. Thank you again for being here, Scorpio, and I hope to see you in the next video.